Top 3 mistakes first-time home buyers make when purchasing their first property.
Number one, get your home inspection. Buying a home is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make. And what if I told you that it would cost you thousands, like it costs these individuals thousands of dollars simply by overlooking having an inspection done?
It's very difficult. They've had to spend thousands in legal fee. Power, she couldn't wait. Bernadette financed the whole job.
I don't have $18,000.
And even with this, according to the National Association of Realtors, 22% of buyers considering opting out of their home inspection often find that it has cost them $15,000 to $30,000 in added expenses that they wouldn't have been on the hook for if they just simply had a home inspection. So please get your home inspections. Mistake number 2 that first-time homeowners make when purchasing property. Article published back in June, writer Betty Fisher writes, owning a home has hidden costs. Here's where they cost the least and the most. And what her study reveals is that costs for home ownership have nearly went up $300, which means on top of your mortgage, you're looking at paying $1,500 on average. So that's just something to think about. See, here's where it gets interesting, because Jeff Ostrowski says, first-time home buyers tend to think of closing on a house as reaching a sort of finish line. I mean, wouldn't you? But these numbers show that in important ways, a homeowner's work is just starting. Homeowners bear a hefty cost, and first-time buyers especially should be prepared to spend a lot beyond the monthly principal and interest payments. Typically, you have deferred maintenance on a property when you buy them. Investors understand this concept a little bit better than first-time homeowners, of course, because when you're living in an apartment, you are not really, or a home, responsible for some of the repairs that are associated with a house. For instance, when the roof is bad, you can call your owner or the landlord, and then they'll put in a claim in, or they'll send out a crew to repair the roof. Same with the plumbing, same with the electrical, same with the HVAC. These are just not costs that, as a renter, that you have to be aware of. All of the maintenance costs that are also associated with the property as well. Fixing windows so that you can make the home a bit more efficient, making sure that the concrete is paved correctly and smoothly so that you don't have foundational issues. These are just costs that are just not associated with renters. However, when you become a homeowner, there are just certain costs that are associated with deferred maintenance, the upkeep on the property. Fisher wraps this article up pretty well, quoting Ostrowski saying, no matter where you live, make sure you include some cushion in your monthly budget to absorb the shock of unplanned expenses. After you achieve home ownership, you need to fatten up your emergency savings account for all of those surprising repairs. So don't fall into the trap of what we call not doing your due diligence or running your numbers to make sure that you have the success on the front and back end of the deal. Because the NAHB, which is the National Association of Home Builders, report that 31% of people are surprised by their homeowner expenses that are associated with the upkeep and the maintenance of a property. So because of this video, you're prepared. The third mistake that first-time homeowners make is that they don't shop around their mortgages. Oftentimes, I get the question of, Mello, where do I start? And I have a simple process. Contact an agent who may have a relationship with a mortgage broker, can also be proactive in getting your pre-approval. And you go and you search loan officers near me. Freddie Mac published a report that showed that 80% of homeowners do not shop mortgages, which can lead to $50,000 in additional funds that you'll have to pay over the lifetime of that loan. Now, sure, it may not seem like a lot when you're in the rush to buying a house, but I don't know about you, I can use the extra $50,000 in my pocket. So be proactive about it. It is probably as costly as number one mistake that homeowners make, which is not getting a home inspection, which is not getting or not shopping around mortgages. Do not settle for the first offer that you get. Understand that you need the banks fighting over your business, especially if you have good credit. Because one of the things that you can leverage the fact that you got a pre-approval from someone else with better terms, right? Because when you're buying a house, You want to be in the position to where you're not going in trying to see what it is that you can get. You're going in telling them what exactly you're looking for. And if they cannot supply that, you just move on. That is the buying power you have. Take control of it and do not make this crucial yet important mistake that most homeowners, 80% of them, make by not shopping around their mortgage. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 mistakes that I made, but that I also see first-time home buyers make all the time, and reverse engineer it, of course. Go out, get your mortgage brokers, shop around your mortgage, flag that credit report that you have as something to be proud of. Even if it's in the 650s or 620, guys, go around and shop. It does not matter, because at the end of the day, if you don't do this, you're only costing yourself money in the long run. And then number 2, make sure you sit down with a financial advisor, a financial planner. Hell, if you need help, I have a free template below that'll help you to calculate all of the expenses that you're going to have afterwards when you own the property, which is usually about 1 to 3% of the home's value in maintenance upkeep. And lastly, when you get that property under contract, relax. Make sure you get your inspection, because there's nothing like living in the house, being stress-free, knowing that you did everything in your power to ensure that you have no deferred maintenance that are going to surprise you about the house that you bought for you and your family. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helps. I hope that it helps you to be proactive about buying your house for the first time. Congratulations. If you found this video, that meant that you are not here by accident or by chance. I hope that it helped you a lot and gave you the confidence you need to move forward and make the decision on being proactive about those 3 steps.